Hi YouTubers, welcome to one of my videos. Today I'm doing some more work on the van. Just draw that, get the light out. And what I've done, I've made this wooden section here so I can put my additional patches on. And what I've got to do is to remove this wood, because when I made it slightly too long and it catches on the end, so I've got to remove this and cut a piece off the end so it fits. Other jobs I've got to do is fit this gadget I made on the solar panel. Excuse me, got a bit of a cold. And what this will do is, obviously when the engine's running, the split charger charges both the engine battery and the leisure battery. The solar panel only charges the leisure battery when the engine is stopped running and the van is parked up, when no electric hookup. So this device will attach to the solar controller and it will allow the engine battery to be charged as well, but only under certain conditions. And the conditions are when the leisure battery is fully charged and the engine battery is slightly below the leisure battery in voltage by 0.2 of a volt. So in other words, if the leisure battery is sitting at 14 volts fully charged and the engine battery is below 13.8, it will put a charge into the engine battery. This unit I made will limit the current to a maximum of 2 amps. So for example, if I started the engine, it will not draw more than 2 amps from the leisure battery to start the engine. And also, when the battery rises on the engine battery, this will cut out automatically. It will also can be timed via the solar panel, so it only connects during daytime when the sun's out and things like that. So that's what I've got to do today. But it's getting at the wiring because it's quite complicated. So first thing I'm going to do is to remove this wood and cut the end off. Okay, well, I've cut the wood down here and on the other one so that I can still raise and lower this shelf. Originally, these ledges here that run all the way along was for this to be a bed. The problem is with this bed, it's only suitable for children and it has a weight limit of 65 kilograms. So although they say this van is a 4-berth, it's only a true 2-berth, because you could no way get an adult up here or 2 heavy children, because it's got a weight limit, and a lot of people don't realise that, and it damages the van. And I don't want to use this at all, apart from storage of bedding. So the reason why I put this wood in is for these displays, you know, these cloth patches of the places we've been. It also gives us more storage, but with the storage, the problem is if you put something in it, let's try and demonstrate, like a book, when you break, they slide along. So what I've done, I've cut some wood. Let's see, this is the bottom, so the wood, and I'm going to put that in there and screw it, and that will stop stuff sliding along in theory. So that's what I'm doing now, and it's the same with this one. I'm going to go in like that with a bit of persuasion. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got to drill and put some screws in there. So there's a bit of wood across there to stop the stuff from sliding. The wooden blocks are in, which I know we could see around there. Stops it, the book sliding. Still catches very, very slightly, but I'm not too worried. And when it's got the book in, it can't slide too far. So that's done. What I also did, I didn't show it on the video, I've run the wire from the control box up here, which meant I had to take this off, this off, this off, this off, this off, down to the leisure battery. And I'm going to install this unit I made. I know it comes across on the camera. The car radio there did work, and it worked very well. It's quite a nice unit. The problem with it was us. We don't listen to car radios. We don't listen to the radio at home. So I thought I'd use it to put 2 voltmeters in there. And there'll be a voltmeter for the leisure battery and a voltmeter for the engine battery. So as well as being able to use a solar panel now to charge the engine battery and the leisure battery, I'll also be able to switch in 2 voltmeters, one for each battery, so I can check the state of the batteries. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm using a torch because it's so dark. This is the extra control box, the one I made. That split charges, believe it or not, the solar panel from the leisure battery to the engine starting battery. It's completely different circuitry. I've got to tidy up the wires, and it looks a bit messy and it's not very bright, but I'm now going to fit into the dashboard the voltmeters, and hopefully that'll all work. Okay, the wiring's in now. I've not screwed this panel in yet. I don't know whether you can see it. I'm not sure if the camera's misting up. Put a torch on it. Torch is packed in. I'm not sure whether that's coming up or not. And 2 switches. That shows the condition of the engine battery, which is 12.7, and put that one down, and that shows the leisure battery, which is 12.2 at the moment. So I'm going to, wait a minute, let's put the spotlights on. Yeah, they come on all right. Let's switch that off, and we'll get the engine running, and we'll see what the batteries are then. Now then, engine battery 14.7, leisure battery 14.3. Spot on, absolutely wonderful. Right, another addition to the Talbot Express is this switch here, and I'll just put it on, and this puts some LED light bars or work lights on the front. Oh, I'll just go around to the front and show you. One in the middle. This one on the driver's side faces into the hedge. That side, this one faces the passenger side into the hedge, and the one in the middle shines directly ahead. And the idea of this is when I'm trying to find my pitch up site at night and I'm in the woods, or just to find the marking numbers on a campsite on the grass, I can't see them with these headlights. This van is 27 years old, 91, 92 years of manufacture. Headlights are not that brilliant. I didn't want conventional spotlights, I went for these, and they work extremely well. And you can see I've got my YouTube stickers on the front.